Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial, or if you're not going back to school, I think the other thing that I can call this is like my quick and easy 10-minute makeup routine, because typically with back to school looks, we're focusing on quick and easy to do in the morning if you sleep in and you're gonna be late for school. Super excited to do this video. Let me know if you have any other back to school videos that you would like to see. I've seen some hair tutorials being requested, so I have that on my list, but let me know if there's anything else back to school that you would like to see. My back to school giveaway is still going on right now, so that will be linked down below. If you'd like to see my back to school makeup look slash quick and easy 10-minute makeup tutorial, why don't we go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do, like normal, is put my ears on. So a lot of times when I do my makeup looks, I start with the eyes and then I do the face and then the eyes and such. But when I do like my quick and easy makeup looks, I typically just start with the face because I don't do a lot of eyeshadows or a lot of liner or lashes or things where I'm like touching my face or worrying about fallout, so that I wouldn't want to do my face first. With these quick and easy looks, I just go ahead and start with the face. So we are nice and zoomed in. Welcome to my face. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prime, of course. This is the number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. Number 7 is drugstore affordable. You can find them at Ulta also. I don't have everything in here drugstore, and I'll kind of explain my reasoning for why, but I know a lot of people do like drugstore only back to school tutorials, but since I kind of wanted to make this back to school slash my 10-minute routine, I kind of wanted to show you what my 10-minute routine is, and this is like pretty spot on to what I do when I am in a hurry and just want to do a quick little something with my makeup. So for foundation, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I'm in the shade 740, which is natural beige, and I'm just going to do a few pumps onto my Moda Prismatic brush here. I do like this brush for foundation, and again, this one is an affordable brush. Crazy to think of school starting again, so for anybody who is starting school, no matter what grade or college or continuing education, just good luck on your school year. I hope it is fantastic. This brush, because it's so big, it's just so quick and fast to blend out your foundation, so that is nice and simple. I really do like this CoverGirl foundation too. I find it to be very long lasting, which is good for, you know, all day at school. And then for concealer, a lot of times like when I first wake up in the morning and then I have to go do something like school, this is the concealer that I love reaching for. It's from Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind. This is such a good concealer for like hiding dark circles or hiding like your tired puffy eyes. I recommend this one a lot, and I mean, you can see that this one's almost gone as well, and this is not the first, second, or third bottle that I have of this stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place this on the under eyes. I'm also gonna put some on my eyelids to act as my eyeshadow primer when I get there, and then just some down the center of my face. Sometimes I skip that step and just do underneath my eyes, but this concealer is a bit lighter for me. So when I'm using it, I typically like to balance out the rest of my face since it's quite light. And then this is one of the new Sigma dimensional brushes. This is the 4D HD Kabuki. You can tell that I've already been loving on it. I've just got it in PR like a week ago, but I really have been loving on it for concealer because of this pointed tip. It can just get right up in there underneath your eyes. Of course, you do want to set the concealer so it stays all day. I'm just going to use my Rimmel Translucent Stay Matte Powder. And then this is my e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. I think this brush is like $1 or $2 or something. I just got it at Target. So I'm not gonna bake because I don't really bake a ton anyways, but nobody has time to bake in the morning. So then for my eyes, and then also when I finish off my face, I'm gonna use these Pure Vanity palettes. They are in Gold Digger and then also in Dream Chaser. I mentioned these recently. I think it was on the brands that I'm loyal to, and I was saying how I feel like these are really underrated palettes and not a lot of people talk about them. But when I'm going for like my quick and easy, simple makeup, I'm reaching for both of these palettes because I like that they have everything inside that I need. So in the Gold Digger palette, I love the bronzer, blush, and highlight shade. Like, I love all three of them, and it's super easy and handy. I just go in here, I have those three. I have a large mirror, it's super nice. And then in the Dream Chaser palette, I love all four of these eyeshadows over here. Like, they're some of my favorite neutral browns. You know, when I'm in a hurry, I'm going for what I know, and that's my neutral brown eyeshadows. That's just how it is. So these are the palettes that I reach for a lot. I travel with them, and they're just kind of what I go with. So I know that they aren't drugstore affordable. You can find Pure at Ulta, but if I'm also doing my quick and easy 10-minute makeup tutorial, these are what I am reaching for, and I think it's super cute how the mirror pops up like that. These are what I've been reaching for the most, so I still wanted to use them in this tutorial. But of course, I mean, I'm just using brown eyeshadows, so I'm sure you have some brown eyeshadows in there. So for the eyes, I like to keep it really simple. So this one is the Dream Chaser palette, and I'm first gonna go into this shade right here using my Morphe G24. It's just a big fluffy crease brush, and then I'm just going to swipe this in the crease. And nothing about what I do with my eyes is like any sort of precise or time-consuming or really anything like that. I think another reason why I love these palettes so much is because they're just really easy to bring along. So instead of, you know, having to bring along my bronzer and then my blush and then my highlight and then my different eyeshadows, they're all just in these palettes, and so they're really easy to throw in your bag. I travel with these a ton too. So if you want to bring your makeup to school for any touch-ups throughout the day, I just think it's easier to bring one or two items versus having to bring all of your individual products, you know? So then I'm gonna grab out my Sigma E25, and I'm gonna dip into the darker shade that's right below the first shade that we used. And I'm just going to press this onto the outer V of my eye and then slowly start to blend it in. And I'm not really making sure this is like precise or anything. The only thing that I want to make sure it is blended nicely. And I'm going to take this like creamy white shade up here, and then this is a brush from Real Techniques. It is Essential Crease Brush, and I'm just going to pop that lighter shade on the inner part of my eye. I'm going to go back with my E25 and blend that. For my brows, I'm going to use the Benefit Goof Proof pencil. I feel like this is one of like the fastest ways that I can do my brows. So if I'm in a hurry, I typically am reaching for my Goof Proof pencil. I'm just gonna try to fill in my brows as quickly as I can. So I just start at the base of my brow and then start to line the bottom to create a shape. I typically fill in the tail right away, and then I just come back and start to fill in any sparse areas. In the front on this brow, I have quite a few sparse areas. And then for the beginning of my brow, what I do is I just kind of flip my pencil up and I try to create those hair-like strokes. And then when I feel like I'm getting somewhere, I'll flip it over and kind of spoolie everything out. I come back and see where I need to fill in some more, which is usually here at the beginning of my brow. And then when I think I'm done, I just spoolie through it again until I think it looks pretty good. When I'm doing like quick, I try to just do a really natural brow. I don't really know how to shape brows anyways, so I basically just concentrate on filling in any sparse areas, working a bit on the front here, and then just making sure, you know, I have like somewhat of a tail. That's what I do when I'm trying to be really fast with brows, because otherwise, like, it could take me a really long time. And I like the Goof Proof pencil for it. I feel like it's pretty just fast and easy to use. And then once the brows are all filled in, I'm just gonna go ahead and set them so they stay in place. This is the Ready Set Brow from Benefit. So once the eyebrows are done, I'm gonna finish off the eyes here. I'm gonna use a nude eyeliner. So this is from Rimmel. I think it's called In the Nude. Yeah, In the Nude. So I like to use a nude or like a beige eyeliner in the mornings when I have to like get up and go somewhere, because it kind of helps brighten the eyes. It makes them look a little bit more awake. And the Rimmel liners are really good, and they're also really affordable. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my waterline. I'm gonna put just a little bit of that first shade that we used on my Sigma E25 and just run it real quickly underneath my lower lash line. Again, not worrying about being any sort of precise or whatnot. So I'm just going to run it under there and then kind of bring it out a little bit as well, because I'm not going to be doing any liner or, you know, not going to do any winged liner. Ain't nobody got time for that in the morning. So I'm just going to kind of sweep it out past my outer V as well. Once again, I'm going to come back with that Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to grab out this white shade again, and I'm just going to put some right on that inner corner of my eye. And then I'm also going to put some just underneath the brow bone. This is totally a step you can skip. It's just one that I've really been liking lately, and it takes, you know, 2 seconds to do. It's not real precise either, so just kind of helps brighten everything up and helps you look more awake. That's what I think. Do not do lashes when I'm in a hurry. I have been putting on false lashes for years, and I have some days where it takes me 47 seconds to pop a lash on, and then I have days that it takes me 5 minutes and I'm having to take them off and reapply. It takes a while to let your adhesive get sticky, so when I'm in a hurry, I'm not dealing with lashes. So I'm gonna come in with one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I put my ears back on. I've been having to wait. I have the Sony a5100, which is so frustrating because it overheats so much. So especially when you're sitting down and you just wanna do a tutorial and get it all done with, I always have to wait. I feel like I have to say this in every tutorial, but I still get comments on it, and it's still something that really, really bothers me. But so like I said, I have the Sony a5100. I really do think it's a really good beginner camera. One thing that kind of bothers me as well, that honestly, I don't know if it is a true thing, because I don't see it and a lot of people say they don't see it, and no one started attacking me over this until Wayne Goss put out a video saying all beauty bloggers use filters. But I get told a lot, like, why do you use a filter? Your videos are so filtered, it's ridiculous. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand technology at all. I don't know, I wouldn't even know how to use a filter. I don't filter when I edit. I don't color correct when I edit my videos. I don't know how to do any of that, and I'm not interested in learning. So I get really frustrated, but some people have said that the Sony a5100, like, it just has it kind of built into it, and it's not anything that you can turn off. Like, there's a skin softening feature for when you take photos, but there's nothing on there for videos, and I always have it turned off, so it shouldn't even be a thing anyways. But I just get really frustrated, and I was actually watching Kathleen Lights just like 2 weeks ago, and she made a comment about she was having to film on her vlogging camera, and I thought for sure she said it was the Sony a5100. Said I usually don't like to use this one because of the skin softener, and I'm like, so it is just a part of the camera. So I don't know, but honestly, I just would never use a filter, especially in something like tutorials. Like, if it was something I could turn off, I would turn it off, because I just don't get it. But to be honest, I also just don't care. Like, I'm that person on Snapchat that barely uses the filters to cover my bad skin or to cover my breakouts, because I don't care. But I also am 30 years old. Like, I'm not out trying to convince people I have perfect skin. I'm not interested in having filtered videos. Like, that's just not who I am. I really hope one day to be able to upgrade the Sony camera so I don't have to deal with stuff like that. But also, I had this camera for 1 year, and nobody told me I use a filter on my video until Wayne Goss put out that video. Nobody told me that. So I was like, and a lot of my videos, you can see the redness on my skin. You can see breakouts. You can see pores. You can see texture. So I'm like, if I had a filter, wouldn't I be filtering that out? I take care of my skin, and I'm very proud of that. So when people say I have good skin, I'm not like, oh, it's because of my filter. But I just feel like I have to address it, especially when I do tutorials, because it just really bothers me. When I started researching and when I started saying it on Snapchat, people are like, it's just the camera. It's something in there that you can't turn off. I was ranting, so then my camera overheated, of course, but I just did 2 coats of the Maybelline mascara, and then that's all I'm doing for my eyes. So then I'm going to come into the Gold Digger palette, and I'm going to grab out the bronzer shade, and this is a Moda metallic brush. It is the buffer brush. So I'm just going to grab some of that bronzer and go ahead and bronze up the face. I do love contour. I love cream contour and powder contour, but days when I am in a hurry, I just bronze and I skip over the contour. So I do some bronzer on the forehead as well. Then I'm gonna grab my Morphe E4 and come into the blush. And you have to use a really light hand. That's why I like to use my E4, because it's kind of fluffy, because this blush is very, very pigmented and you need a very light hand with it. For highlight, I'm gonna grab my favorite highlighting brush, which is the Sigma F03, and come into this highlight here. Like this, this highlight is freaking the bomb. It is insane. When I'm doing like these quick and easy makeup looks, I like to do the eyes really simple and then just use a really nice foundation that gives me a really nice finish. You know, do a bit of bronze, put some color on my cheeks, but then come in with a really amazing highlight to just give my skin a nice, dewy, almost like wet look. Like, isn't that what that highlight looks like? I just love it. So this is kind of my go-to 10-minute routine. You don't have to use a highlight this intense if you don't want to blind your fellow classmates, but man, oh man, this is what I love. And for my lip color, I grabbed out a Maybelline lipstick. I do love these lipsticks. They're drugstore, and I grabbed out the shade Peach Buff, which is part of their matte line. More of kind of like a frosty pink, which I do like, but I don't know if it's almost like too frosty on me. So one thing I've been doing a lot lately is this is the MAC lip gloss in Candy Box. It's just a really nice lip gloss, but I've been using it if I try a lip color and I don't think it's like totally meshing with me. I just put on some of this gloss. I feel like I like that more. Yeah, I like that combo. My lipstick now is the Maybelline Peach Buff and then the MAC Candy Box, and I like the way that that turned out. So then the final step that I'm going to do to lock everything in place is spray my face with the Pixi Glow Mist. I do love this glow mist, and it does help make you glow, obviously, because it's a glow mist. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this for our final step. You fan it in with my to-do list. Anybody else have to-do lists all around their house? Because I do. So once my face is sprayed, then this is going to be the final look for my back to school makeup tutorial slash quick and easy 10-minute makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and seeing my kind of go-to quick and simple makeup look that I do so very often. Everything that I used will be listed in the description box down below in case you're interested in picking up anything that I use for today's tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it though. Let me know what else you do want to see for back to school type of videos. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and seeing the look that I came up with. If you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!